My name's Amber Day. I'm a professor in the Literary and Cultural Studies department. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Literary and Cultural Studies department at Bryant. Students in our department can take their interests in a multitude of different directions. We're a really broad interdisciplinary department, which is exciting because you can pull from philosophy, anthropology, literature, media studies, drama, and you can put those in whatever combinations are interesting to you. In literary and cultural studies, we like to think of our discipline as being made up of three principles in a braid: creativity, playing with different forms of communication, art, film, etc. Critical thinking, deconstructing our world, not taking it for granted, thinking about how it's put together. And connection, taking what you've learned and bringing it out into the world and making it a better place. We've had students with internships at local theater companies, a puppet making workshop, art galleries, publishing houses, non-government organizations, nonprofits. I had a student who I got an internship for in a local theater company. This theater company was so excited that he had both the arts background and that little bit of business skill as well. So he can balance the books, he's not scared of numbers, and he knows the theater. And that's just a winning combination. The fact that students have to pull from both the business side and the arts and sciences side allows them to really create synergy, to take different fields, disparate ways of thinking about the world and pull them together. And that's how you problem solve, by looking at something from a new lens, because nobody in that field has looked at it that way before. Students at Bryant, particularly in the literary and cultural studies where we encourage creativity and critical thinking and just ask you to go wild, are really adept at doing that. Employers are saying more and more that what they're lacking is employees with critical thinking and creativity, that those are some of the top skills that they're looking for. They can teach them the on-the-job training, but what they can't teach them is how to think and how to solve problems. Some of what we learn in literary and cultural studies help students unpack their world. In technology, artificial intelligence, how those technologies, as they become larger and larger in our life, have replicated power structures that already exist around us, and how we might want to change those. Some of our students after graduation end up in more traditional business fields, in marketing or in human resources, for instance. Others end up in education. And then we have students who are working in museums, working in publishing, working for nonprofits, or going on to graduate school to really specialize in an academic field. Today's world is a visual world. It's a communicative world. It's a world that's always on, that has 8,000 forms of media surrounding us and mediating us. And students have to learn to understand it, how to read it, how to communicate within that world, and how to deconstruct that world and make it better.